Today we are going to talk about the most common mistake.
If I just push on my front leg, there's nothing that goes down. If I push more equally, now it's rock solid.
So why is that you can start pumping, but you don't go very fast? Obviously something is wrong. If I push very hard on my back, on the back here, you see, it's rock solid. Pushing almost in the same time. There is a slight delay. If you start seeing your burn being flatter when you pump, good indication. Are you lifting, releasing your back heel? My front leg is more of the control. My back leg is more of the power. The goal is to get back up high on the mast. If you are tilted too far down, it's not going to give you much glide. There's nothing there. You just go down.
I'm far from the perfect technique, and watching and analyzing the videos, the recordings, I would say that I still need to be more flexible, less rigid, so that I can bend my knees more and let the board rise more. And I need to lift myself for a longer period of time, so that I can rise more and glide more. And of course, I need to focus on staying high on the mast, because I believe that my technique is kind of okay right now, but I really have to stay high on the mast to keep that cadence and that technique, because as soon as I lose some weight, I start going off, okay? I need to change my technique to adjust the way I lift the weight and stuff, because I'm less efficient. So yeah, the key is, as always, is to stay high on the mast, so that you can keep that same technique since the beginning. But at least now I feel in control of the ride. I feel connected with my foil, and it never happened before. I'm sure that if I start pumping, I can come back to the dock or to the rock without getting wet. I mean, kind of, more or less. And this is the most important thing. Really, Gwen changed the way I pump foil. Before, I was just going to the dock, assembling everything up, going inside and like rocking 30 to 40 trials in an hour. I was just running on the dock, jumping, trying to stay balanced on the board and to pump as far as possible. Then I was swimming back because of course I was falling, and then I was repeating the same process again and again and over, like if I was in a hurry. Now it's chill. Now I'm much more relaxing, and the sessions are much more enjoyable. I just go there, maybe I meditate a little bit, I warm up, maybe I make like a couple of warm-up sets to feel a little bit the rock start, and then I start pumping. But again, I'm not going for the record every time. I'm just completing a nice little 30 seconds, 40 seconds loop around the rock, and I come back, so that I don't get wet, kind of. I don't get super tired, so I can save energy for the next attempt, and I'm not swimming all the time. And I also stay dry, so I can go there without a wetsuit, and I can just dry me off between the sets. So I make just like one set of 3, 4, 5 lunges. Maybe I just fail the rock start because I have just 3 sessions at the rock in the bank, so I still need to practice that. But it's much more enjoyable, and I believe it's also much more useful, you know, because the time that you pump is way more than the time that you're swimming. And by completing this loop, this controlled 30-second loops, you are really focusing on the right technique. You are not developing bad habits, because if you just go for the record every time, maybe you pump for 30 seconds with the right technique, and then for the other 20 or 30 with a bad, awful technique, just to stay on the board. But this way you develop bad habits. It's much more convenient to just focus on the right technique. It's just like in the gym. Okay, sometimes it's good to reach the limit, to push yourself to the limit and beyond. But normally, especially in strength training, you have to keep some reps in the bank. That's what I'm doing now. I'm not pushing myself to the limit every time. I'm not going for the record every time. I'm just trying to focus on the technique and to come back to the dock. And then maybe at the end of the session, I go for the record. Only when I have the technique dialed in for that session, because I have been practicing the right technique for the whole session for 30 to 40 minutes. At that point, I can go for the record. Now that Gwen gave us these tips, so to press with the back leg, to keep the weight in front, and to lift our back heel, I completed my pump foil guide, and I feel confident enough to release it. Before you close this video, yes, it's free. I will just ask you the email so that I can send you the updated version every time I make some measure adjustment or I add something meaningful. You know, pumping is a very new thing, and we can only gather information from YouTube, which is amazing, don't get me wrong, but in my opinion, it's also very nice to have a physical place, I mean not physical, but a document that wrap up everything which is randomly spread on YouTube, so that whenever you need something, you just go there and look for it. And it's kind of easy because everything is organized in the sections and subsections. So whenever you need something, you just go there, you can revise the drill or whatever you need, and then you can come back to the water. You can do it even from your phone when you're on the dock. So you don't have to go on YouTube and search a video, watch a bunch of them, and then you can try again. It's just faster. Instead of wasting 30 minutes, you can have the knowledge that you need in 2 minutes. And I will make sure to keep it updated so that I can include all my new findings. And also, if you tell me something in the comments or on my DMs, I will just add them. And this is also why I decided to create a community, so that we have a place, finally, where we can discuss about pump foiling and we can help each other. You know, my journey was lonely, and I wish it wasn't. I wish I had a friend to share this passion with, or even a mentor to give me suggestions and tips. I'm pretty sure that with a mentor or a friend, I would have been able to pump foil way earlier. That's why I created this community, so that we can help each other, and we can even maybe meet, because maybe we find out that some of us are close together, so they can meet to pump foil together, to make some sessions together. That's the beauty, you know. That's why I created this community, so that we can connect and help each other. But the guide is not only for the techniques. I've included also a buying guide, a section to find the perfect spot, a section for developing the perfect mindset, which I'm very proud of, and much more. It's a 69 pages document organized in sections and subsections, so that you can find anything fast. I also want to spend 2 little words on the near future of this channel. Of course, I will keep pumping as much as possible so that I can progress, and I strongly believe that from this point, everything it's easier, because I can really pump on my sessions and not just swim. Maybe it's not that good for my physique, but I will separate the swim sessions and the pump sessions. It's much more efficient to learn pumping this way. I will keep sharing my findings. I will keep uploading 2 videos per week, at least. I will keep the document updated. I will connect with you in the community. I will try to connect with other influencers and foilers around the world to create something together. I want to increase the quality of the videos, so I will probably change the camera. Right now I have an incredible camera, the one that I'm recording with right now, but it's a cinema camera and it's not suitable for content creation. I don't have autofocus and I don't have like a normal recording format, so every file is like massive. This video, for example, is gonna be like 20 minutes and it's gonna probably take 100 gigabytes or something like that. Anyway, I will also create more short form contents to be able to reach more people to help. I wanna try different gear and I wanna start traveling to explore. Again, this document contains all my knowledge and even beyond. And the community is the place where we can find each other so that we are not alone anymore in this journey. Thanks for watching and see you in the community. Bye.